today, Gene. We've got lots and lots of news, to include a visit with the mayor of El Centro, Edgard Garcia. Okay?
That sounds good. And
okay.
Had never seen a bass saxophone, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, bass saxophones are used a lot in groups like Tower of Power.
Well, it was really strange. It looked more like a clarinet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you want some birthdays today?
Birthdays. We have some.
Okay, singer P.J. Proby is 81. Jazz trumpeter Arturo Sandoval is 70. Didn't he used to work nights here?
I think so.
Actress Laurie Singer, along with J. Jeffcoat and Bill Ewing, right?
Yes.
Yes. Actress Laurie Singer is 62. Actor Peter DeLuise, Dom DeLuise's little boy, is 53. Actress Kelly Rutherford, 51. Actor Ethan Hawke, 49. Actress Thandie Newton, 47. I love fig Newtons. Model actress Rebecca Rumjan, 47. Actress Zoe McClellan is 45. Actress Taryn Manning, 41. Actress Patina Miller, 35. Singer-songwriter Ben Rector, 33. Actress Emma Stone is 31.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate!
Do you have a birthday?
Mm-hmm. Roger that.
Yes. Then call, email, or regular mail us the date, include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh, my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
We're celebrating our Kxo Cold Stone Creamery birthdays today. Happy birthday, Bryce Alexander, Donald Groff, Jesus Jose Moreno, Nikki Zendejas, Joel Moreno, Veronica Wright, Corey Moreno, Jessica Fernandez, Monica Moreno, Julissa Castro, Mario Castaneda, Cassandra Reyes, Carlos Medina, Verna Garrison, Debbie Wilson, Jessica Moreno, Santos Vasquez, Sophia Seibert, Santo Vargas, and Mondo, the Mondo Man. Happy birthday from KXO and Cold Stone Creamery. Well, our birthday's dominated by Morenos today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah.
Here, there, and everywhere.
I suppose. You missed a great halftime band festival last night?
Well, I heard it.
Okay. What amazes me is, this was the 22nd year. The growth in high school band programs over the years, from that very first year to where they are today, light years ahead.
Light years. You heard it first, right here.
Yes.
Light years.
And it's great. Okay, we're going to jump in with the news, like I said, because we've got bunches.
We have bunches.
Yeah, we're kind of like grapes. It's World and California News headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Update. Democrat Andy Beshear is already making transition plans, though elections officials say Kentucky's governor's race is still too close to call.
I ran on kitchen table issues, and I will govern focused on those same challenges of good jobs, health care for every Kentuckian.
Incumbent Matt Bevin, backed by President Trump, is refusing to concede. White House advisor Kellyanne Conway downplaying the possible outcome.
Kentucky has a rich tradition of voting for Democrats for governor. This is not a new thing. They don't have a rich tradition of voting for Republicans down ballot necessarily for the statewide elected officials.
Political analyst Leonard Steinhorn.
Mississippi went red all the way down the ballot, and so the Republicans should at least feel somewhat cheered. But they're going to be looking over their shoulders at Virginia and Kentucky and saying, we have a problem here.
Democrats will control the Virginia legislature for the first time in a generation. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Yes, summer is over, but it still can get hot. You can rely on York's Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology that automatically adjusts to meet demand, helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. You can stay connected via Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat with programmable reminders and selectable operating modes to optimize your comfort. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. Authorities thought they were closing in on one of those two escaped Monterey County murder suspects Tuesday afternoon. They had a motel surrounded after receiving a tip that Jonathan Salazar was inside, but he likely took off before law enforcement got there.
I'm confident nobody left the motel after we got here. So that time between them calling and us getting here, he apparently did leave.
John Thornburg with the Monterey County Sheriff's Office. Salazar and Santos Fonseca broke out of the county jail over the weekend, both awaiting trial on murder charges. Mayors and leaders of more than 24 Northern California cities and counties endorse a proposal to convert PG&E into a customer-owned cooperative.
By creating a customer-owned utility, we'll first be able to align the financial interests of the company with the public interest.
San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo. Participating counties and cities would likely have to raise tens of billions of dollars in the municipal bond market. Dry conditions continuing, 70s in L.A. and San Jose. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
All money managers might seem the same, but while some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios, Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. In other words, we're on your side. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. So if you're in or nearing retirement, talk with us and find out why investors are switching to and staying with Fisher Investments. Fisher Investments, clearly better money management. Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Visit us at FisherInvestments.com to find out what we can do for you.
It's page one of the local news, page one of the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have two locations in the valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, the El Centro City Council met last night. We have a visit with the mayor, Edgard Garcia, who heard from downtown business owner Karina Alvarez on the homeless population in downtown.
And asking the council to help in any way that we can to mitigate those. We then moved on to a presentation by Women Haven Outreach Coordinator Maria Renteria Ramirez and the Executive Director Gina Vargas, thanking the City Council for their support for Women Haven's past events, the Mariposa Gala and the Domestic Violence March. We then introduced our new Community Services Department staff, which is Stacy Cox. We then had the consent agenda, which included a resolution of the City Council of the City of El Centro in support of the declaration of local emergency at the Salton Sea by the County of Imperial. That was all approved. We then moved on to a public hearing where we discussed the conditional use permit for retail sales on 830 and 834 West State Street. That item was ultimately pulled because the owner wished to explore more options. We then had a public hearing where the City Council unanimously voted to conduct a Tax Equity and Fiscal Responsibility Act hearing in order to issue tax-exempt bond financing by the California Statewide Communities Development Authority to provide financing for the construction of a brand-new 24-unit multifamily rental housing project located on 8th Street and El Dorado Avenue. We then moved on to unfinished business and had a lengthy discussion with multiple speakers relating to commercial cannabis activity in the city of El Centro. It was ultimately decided to go forward with exploring ordinances to have local regulation of commercial cannabis activity in the city of El Centro. We then moved on to a discussion which also included many speakers, including the Benavides family, regarding the naming of the park south of Fire Station number 3. After much deliberation and much discussion within the council, a motion was passed 3-2 to name the park First Responders Park, but to name the playground area after our fallen firefighter, Michael Benavides. We then approved the $699,000 plus that's necessary to build the playground equipment for the First Responders Park. We then had discussion and we approved a bid and authorizing the execution of the contract for the new McGee Park restroom project. After that, we had a discussion where we approved the administrative plan from November 2019 through November 2024 for the revolving loan fund. We were supposed to have a discussion regarding the appointment of the Planning Commission seats because there are 2 scheduled vacancies. However, the mayor decided to pull that in order to get a little bit more information. We had discussion and discussed a letter regarding necessary action regarding an agricultural burning program in the county. We decided to make it a more inclusive letter, including a binational letter where we would have a discussion to work with our partners in Mexicali in order to reduce the particulate matter in our air to improve the air quality for all. And that we sent instructions to do 2 letters, one to the state and one to the federal government in order to try to help and mitigate that to make the air quality better for all of us. That is going to be coming back to the council once those letters are drafted. And that was the end of a very lengthy meeting. I believe we left around 11:30. We discussed further the Imperial Avenue Bridge outreach and also our pump station number 2. Those were the very last things we discussed, and then we adjourned the meeting.
That's El Centro Mayor Edgard Garcia with a report on last night's El Centro City Council meeting. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires. Guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The Imperial County Board of Supervisors approved a proclamation of local emergency for the New River. The unanimous vote came at the Tuesday meeting of the county board. The local emergency was called to address the issues of health, safety, and welfare of the people and properties near and around the river due to the discharge of raw sewage into the waterway by the city of Mexicali. According to Jeff Lamore, a deputy director of the Imperial County Public Health Department, Division of Environmental Health, since November of 2016, there have been an average of 1 bypass of raw sewage per month from the failing infrastructure in Mexicali. The average bypass has ranged from 1 to 3 million gallons per day, causing an increase in pathogens in the New River and an increase in nutrients in the Salton Sea. In addition, current standards for Imperial County allow 30 to 60 times higher levels of pollution in the New River than any other community in California. According to the proclamation, standards in San Diego County and the rest of California are consistent with both federal and state standards, yet not in Imperial County. Board of Supervisors Chair Ryan Kelly said, "We are demanding equal protection under the law. Imperial County is part of California and the United States. There is no other body of water that would be allowed to exceed the Clean Water Act standards as being allowed in the New River. County officials are requesting that the International Boundary and Water Commission establish new standards for Imperial County that are consistent with other counties in California. In addition, implementation and funding for an Imperial County water testing program, development of a new river communication plan tailored to the community, and construction of a wastewater treatment facility on the United States side of the border. Meanwhile, the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors unanimously approved issuing a letter of support for County of Imperial's recent proclamation of a local emergency for air pollution at the Salton Sea. In the letter to Governor Gavin Newsom, Board President Eric Ortega states that the threat requires immediate action. The imminent threat to the health and safety of the communities in the Salton Sea region requires immediate action before the playa exposure gets ahead of the state's ability to implement dust control and habitat projects in order to prevent the exacerbation of the regional public health and the collapse of the sea's ecosystem. That's according to Ortega. That will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. We've got 2 locations in the valley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're back. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Donna and Pat invite you to the Peanut Patch. Open Monday through Saturday. Closed on Sundays. The Peanut Patch, with many homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster form. They also make their own fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate. Their pecan turtles are to die for. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Hey, you can Google the Peanut Patch and get directions. It's easy, it's fun, and you'll love it. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Stop by and enjoy. Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
California Highway Patrol is investigating an accident that occurred early this morning and resulted in a vehicle being fully submerged in a canal. The accident was reported at about 4:45 a.m. at Katy and Kalen Roads. All occupants of the vehicle were able to get out of the wreck without injury. The Aspen Institute of College Excellence Program has named Imperial Valley College as one of 150 community colleges eligible to compete for the $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. IVC Superintendent President Martha Garcia said Imperial Valley College is tremendously honored to be bestowed such prestigious recognition. To be considered one of the top 150 community colleges in the country requires a collective effort from all who are committed to Imperial Valley College's growth. Based on strong and improving student outcomes, including in learning, completion rates, employment rates, and earnings and equity, 15% of the community colleges nationwide have been invited to apply for the Aspen Prize. The colleges are eligible to compete for the 2021 prize. They are located in 39 states, rural and suburban areas. The top 10 finalists will be named in May of this coming year. The Aspen Institute will then conduct site visits and collect additional qualitative data. California Highway Patrol is investigating a fatal accident that occurred Tuesday morning. That accident was near Highline and Kavanaugh Roads, east of Holtville, was reported at about 10:30 a.m. A pickup truck apparently ran into a utility pole. There was one fatality reported. No other information has been made available at this time. And finally, an El Centro Border Patrol agent has been named the Officer of the Year. Jonathan Morales was honored at the recent International Association of Chiefs of Police annual conference in Chicago. U.S. Customs and Border Protection Acting Commissioner Mark Morgan presented Morales with the prestigious award for his actions during a shooting at a Poway, California synagogue in April of this year. Morales was off duty and attending the services at the synagogue when a gunman burst in and opened fire on the congregation, wounding several and killing a woman. Morales confronted the attacker and fired at him as he fled. For his courage, Agent Morales was chosen as the Officer of the Year. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions will prevail with slightly above normal temperatures continuing through the weekend. A cooling trend looks likely into early next week, but temperatures will only drop back closer to seasonal normals. 88 the high yesterday, 52 the low. Sunny today with a high near 90. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 55. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 88 and light wind. 63 degrees downtown, 36% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 327 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. For health insurance plans, Medicare supplemental coverage, it's David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want Centro Buckley fries.
And I want an Imperial Thick Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's financial news and weather brought to you by it's sports time. Yes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sports time brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company. Their do-it centers in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. They've got what you need when you need it. College football rankings are out for the football playoff series. Rated number 1, Ohio State, followed by LSU, Alabama, then Penn State. Rounding out the top 10, Clemson, Georgia, Oregon, Utah, Oklahoma, and Florida. Meanwhile, in the NFL, the Carolina Panthers, they've put Cam Newton on season-ending injured reserve. Newton, with a foot injury, aggravated the injury in week 2 at Tampa Bay, and rehabilitation has not helped him a whole bunch. KXO Sports Time, 7:52.
As the weather begins to cool down, it's time to get back outside and enjoy the season with family and friends, which means it's also time to get some of those projects done. You know, the ones you've been putting off all summer long. When you DIY, let Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Visit one of our do-it centers today for all your landscaping and irrigation supplies, gardening tools, outdoor decor, paints and stains, grilling gear, Yeti coolers, rental equipment, and much more. You see, we know exactly what Valley residents are looking for. Because we're locally owned and family operated, serving this community for over a century. Check us out online at ImperialHardwareCompany.com. Our do-it centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a warehouse store with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. And remember, we're open 7 days a week. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, or Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
NBA action last night. The Hornets hammered the Pacers 122-120. Celtics clobbered the Cavaliers 119-113. Hawks over the Spurs 108-100. Thunder topped the Magic 102-94. It was the Nuggets rolling. They beat the Heat 109-89. And the Lakers, they came back and beat the Bulls 118 to 112. What's going on in baseball? Well, the Red Sox, they're ecstatic that J.D. Martinez is going to stick around and not test the free agency market. And word is right-hander Garrett Cole wants to head west. Rumors are swirling that Cole will end up with the Angels. High school football. It's Friday night action. Holtville and Vincent Memorial both have byes in the Division 5 CIF playoffs. Palo Verde, they've got a home game against Claremont. Taking a look at the Division 3 playoff action, Brawley will be at home against Kearney. Imperial in Chula Vista to play Mater Dei Catholic. That game with Mickey and George on KXORadio.com at 6:45 p.m. Centro will host Mount Carmel at Cal Jones Field. The game on KXORadio.com, so you can listen anywhere in the world. And also on AM 1230. Our pregame starts at 6:45 p.m. Don't forget Thursday night football tomorrow night. It's the Raiders and the Chargers on FM 107.5. That's it for Sports Time. Brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from your friends at Imperial Hardware Company.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Okay, now it's time for financial news brought to you by Styles and Smiles, complete salon services. Call for an appointment or walk in. It's Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market on Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Stocks open mixed as the market is searching for a fresh catalyst. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 4.8 points. To touch 27,497. The S&P 500 dipped less than a point to 3,073, and the Nasdaq opened 10.5 points lower. Investors are finding few catalysts today, with speeches from Federal Reserve officials and a fresh round of corporate results likely to provide the most significant catalyst for stock market participants. A preliminary or phase one trade deal between China and the U.S. is still a hope, but some strategists worry that the market may be placing too much emphasis on a deal coming to fruition soon. Shares of Xerox Holdings jumped after the Wall Street Journal reported that the company is considering a cash and stock offer for personal computer and printer maker HP Inc., which has a market value of about $27 billion. Shares of Humana in pre-market trading today after the healthcare services company reported third quarter profit and revenue that beat expectations. They are up 2.1%. And Wendy's rose in Wednesday pre-market trade after the fast food chain reported third quarter results that beat expectations and raised its full year guidance.
The holidays are getting close, and Styles and Smiles Complete Salon Service wants to make sure that you're looking your best. Celebrate the holidays with your new look. For a limited time, get $20 off of a color combo and highlight from Styles and Smiles. And call now to make your appointment, 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Hey, hairdressers, Styles and Smiles is looking for 2 stylists. Yes, they have 2 chairs that are open. Just call 960-2382 and apply. That's 960-2382. Or stop by Styles and Smiles by Cardenas Market on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 90, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 55, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 88, light wind. 65 degrees downtown, 34% relative humidity, the wind calm. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles, here to make you look your best. They're located at right by Cardenas Market on Imperial Avenue in El Centro. That's Styles and Smiles. We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. It's 8 o'clock, CBS News time.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. The highest-ranking American diplomat in the Foreign Service is talking today to House impeachment investigators. CBS's Bill Rakoff in Washington.
David Hale, the Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs, is expected to tell lawmakers that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo decided not to defend then-Ukraine Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, saying it would hurt the effort to free military aid to Ukraine. Hale will also say that they worried about the reaction from President Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, who is one of the strongest advocates for removing Yovanovitch.
One of the key battles on Election Day hasn't been settled yet, but Democrat Andy Beshear, with a lead of 5,300 votes, is claiming victory in the Kentucky governor's race.
Health care is a basic human right, and my administration will treat it as such.
But Republican incumbent Matt Bevin says he won't concede the tight race, and President Trump, who campaigned for him, predicts the results will pay off big for Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell next year in Kentucky. Republicans took the governor's race in Mississippi. Democrats took control of Virginia's state legislature. In Mexico City, CBS's Mark Strassman is covering the aftermath of the armed attack that left 9 American women and children dead.
Drug violence is widespread in Mexico, but this massacre shows these cartel gunmen are increasingly indifferent if children are caught in the crossfire. These assaults were also relentless. At one crime scene, police found more than 200 shell casings, most of them from assault rifles.
At least one arrest has been made, an armed suspect who allegedly had 2 bound captives. From the ashes of the Getty fire outside Los Angeles, a firefighter found a ring in a box. Patty Shales says it belonged to her late mother.
I feel that she sent me this to tell me that she's in heaven and she's okay and that I'm going to be okay.
It survived undamaged. Her home and everything else in it was a total loss. At an iconic theme park, there's been an arrest.
Investigators say it happened during a photo opportunity at Walt Disney World. A man and his wife posing with a Disney worker dressed as a princess. The arrest report describes the man as excited, calling the princess his favorite character. Witnesses say he put his arm around her and groped her breast. They say the woman looked uncomfortable and was unable to move. He cried after the alleged groper left the room. He's been jailed. He's charged with battery. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
On the economy today, the government reports worker productivity fell over the summer, dropping for the first time in 4 years. And on Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 20 points. NASDAQ is down 34. S&P 500 down 2. This is CBS News.
With Capital One, you can open a new checking or savings account with no fees or minimums. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Like you, I'm a big sports enthusiast, and I want my gear to shine like new. That's why it's cleaned with Simple Green, the concentrated cleaner that's perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new again. Try it today. If you're not 100% satisfied, I'll give you your money back. Visit us at simplegreen.com.
Simple Green, Simple Green.
This week
weekend. I'm snuggling in my blanket to watch all the holiday movies my heart desires. Nothing is moving me from this couch. JCPenney's having a sale. Nothing besides that sale is moving me from this couch.
Thursday through Monday, start the season bright at JCPenney. Come in early for your chance to claim a Peel and Reveal coupon for an extra 20, 30, or 40% off select items across the store. Hurry, coupons are limited. JCPenney. Coupons valid 11/7 to 11/11. Giveaway in-store only while supplies last. Must be 18 or older. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Thousands of scientists are out with a new climate warning.
You sense if they could scream, they would. 11,258 scientists in 153 countries warning that the planet clearly and unequivocally faces a climate emergency that threatens our quality of life, if not human life itself. And co-author Tom Newsom says it's up to everyone who's seen the evidence to force their governments to mobilize.
Governments aren't going to act or respond unless there's pressure from the people themselves.
The message: there's still time to fend off the worst effects of climate change, but not much. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Voters in Kansas City overwhelmingly voted to remove Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s name from a historic boulevard just a year after the city council voted for the name change. It'll return to its original name, the Paseo. Supporters got petition signatures to get it on the ballot back in the spring. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Okay, from the start.
The Osceola cherry.
Alfalfa leaf, aloe vera, apples, asparagus, banana.
Beets, bell pepper, broccoli. Blueberries, blackberries, cranberry.
We make Texas superfood from 55 raw, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables. And then we add nothing.
Pineapple, sweet potato, papaya, parsley.
In a capsule or a powder, one daily dose of Texas superfood delivers the healthy benefits of 55. Count them. 55 fresh fruits and vegetables, and you can see them all on TexasSuperfood.com.
Raspberry, spinach, the nutrients that we need on a daily basis.
Thousands of people benefit from taking Texas Superfood every day. Shouldn't you be one of them? Doctors, pharmacists, nurses, and your grandmother all recommend that you eat more fruits and vegetables every day. So if you can't, won't, or don't, Texas Superfood is made for you.
It's borderline shocking how much energy I have.
Join us on TexasSuperfood.com.
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 And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Something new is coming to El Centro, and you're invited to see for yourself. Discover Panera Bread, where we believe good food is food you can feel good about, and it brings out the best in all of us. Join us Monday, November 4th, as we open the doors at our new El Centro Bakery Cafe for the very first time. Then come back November 8th, be one of the first 100 guests to make a purchase, and get a free You Pick Two meal every month for a whole year. Come on in, grab a table, and check out our full menu, serving up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eat what you love with fresh salads, inspired sandwiches made on freshly baked bread, hearty warm grain bowl, and flavorful soups by the bowlful. And don't forget to treat yourself with a pastry or something sweet, baked fresh every day. Check out our brand new Bakery Cafe in El Centro, right off Interstate 8, across from Home Depot, where we can't wait to serve you Panera Bread. Food as it should be.